What's up, everybody? Peter McKinnon here. Welcome back to... There's hair on my face. Smooth sailing, folks. To another video sponsored by Skylum Luminar. Hang on a second. Here's a fun fact. I've never used the software, ever, in my entire life. Well, Peter, why would you do a sponsored video for a software you've never used? I thought it would be interesting, a fun experiment, for you and I to go through this together, experience the magic that is editing in AI, and this would be how it is if you were doing it right now yourself for the very first time. Okay, so Luminar is opened. I hit the plus sign and loaded in a few shots that I wanted to test out. I want to see the sky replacement because that's what everyone's talking about. Let's start with this picture of Maddie here walking down the road. We'll go over to templates. There's an option here that says for this photo, and it has blockbuster, big screen, urban style. It looks like it's used its artificial intelligence. It's used whatever to figure out maybe some suggestions for what I want this photo to look like. By clicking on one of these features up top, it's gonna change like my quick options below. So let's just hit blockbuster. Now we've got a couple different options below. Let's check these out. Beyond the, wow. Teal and orange cloud. I mean, that looks good. It looks better than the edit I had. Big screen and soft atmospheric photos that could be still frames from a feature film. I like that. Travel. Ooh, hello. He's so handsome. Look at this guy, it's absurd. That looks great. Moving on over to the edit tab. Now it looks like we can, wow, every single one of these options here, composition, erase, light, enhance, structure, color, they all have their own little drop down. So if we click on composition, we can change the ratio, 4:5, make that little Instagram, center him right there, okay. Happy with that. What's erase? Okay, what if I want to zoom in and erase Maddie's head? And his hood's about here. I'd like to erase Maddie's head. And that's super easy, like it's very straightforward. Like paint over an option, hit erase. Yeah, I mean that's clean. Like I just, Maddie's head's gone. Okay, so I will say right off the bat, one thing that this software is making very easy is just the entire experience. If you've never worked in Photoshop before, if you've never worked in any kind of editor before, you don't need any previous knowledge to do this. It's very straightforward. Like I just erased Maddie's head. I don't know why. I did because I could. So let's just keep editing without his head. Sorry, bud. What is smart contrast doing? Smart contrast seems to be changing not just the contrast of the photo, but affecting how blown out the sky is, the detail in the trees. So it looks like there's a lot more going on behind just a contrast slider here. Enhance, sky enhancer. Ooh, that's a fun one. Okay, so depending on what sky you've got in there, sky enhancer is gonna make it more saturated, less saturated, more colorful, probably putting some clarity in there, changing the curves, that kind of stuff. Accent. Accent is like a new clarity slider that affects everything. I'm sure structure's a little bit of that too. Wow, okay. Geez, imagine you just slid these to the max. Hey, I just started photography. I still do that sometimes. Remove color cast, that's cool. So I'm guessing like the blue on the road right here, if we're gonna zoom that out, we can see the blue on the road is gone. Details, small details? Does it actually know small details to sharpen versus large details? That eliminates having to make masks around everything, where you mask something, invert it, sharpen that area, go back, paint over it, change the brush, change the color, do that. Yep. Small, medium, and large details. Choose the slider you want for the thing that you want to sharpen, done, bam. Let's get a picture of the desert. Hang on, here we go. Let's throw mountains into this one. We're back. Mountains 1, mountains 4. Oh, love that one. Let's make that a nice warm mountain. Let's relight. How much of it do we want to show? Just a little bit. Put a planet in the background. Whoa! I mean, that looks cool. I don't think I would ever use that, but it looks cool. These look like just pre-keyed, pre-masked assets that are just all ready to go, ready to drop in. An eagle. I'd love to make the eagles just like a little bit smaller. I should send this picture to Holiday. It's just very like, America, America. What's balloon 1 look like? That's, oh, place object. Okay, so you can scale that up and just. Really curious to see how it handles a sky like this with a bunch of gradient fog rolling in over the mountains. Let's go dramatic sky 1. So it has a little bit of a harder time with the fog rolling in. But it's, I mean, it still works. You could go grab that mask brush and you can get in there and mask after that and you'd be good to go. Let's go ahead and add more fog to this shot. It feels like it was when we were there. Ooh, that's cool. That works really well. That's cool. Love the haze, love the fog. Sun rays. Look at those rays, that's cool. Does it go behind objects? Let's find a better object for it to go behind. This photo needs a ton of work. Let's find some rays for this photo. Can you get it to be behind it? What? Rays in front of the photo, move rays behind mountain, rays no longer in front of mountain. That's pretty cool. Sky selection, let's see if it works here. Sunset clouds. Okay, I want sun rays. Right there. Don't need it to be crazy. Ray settings, number of sun rays, you can change the number of sun rays? What the actual heck? Okay, let's bring those down a little bit. Randomize it a little bit. Yeah, man, warm. Sun rays, nice warm. Oh, let's go. That's incredible. I love that you can like relight the scene to match like the sky. Like that looks like Maddie was driving towards the most epic sunset ever. Turn it off. Can we stick mountains back there? There are literally so many options of ways you can edit these photos. Okay, let's open a portrait real fast. AI does its thing. Influencer, amazing lifestyle looks, big screen film frames, experimental, offbeat, unique looks, burned film. Oh, that's nice. Celebrate. All these presets are pretty cool. Like if you didn't know anything about editing and you just wanted a quick look, that's what this is gonna do for you. It's gonna give you that quick stylization. You can tell it how much to stylize that photo with the slider at the bottom, export, you're done. You don't even have to go into the editing features if you don't want. Like you could just end it right there. Let's go ahead and reset adjustments, go into edit, click on the little happy face man, portrait, face AI. Let's zoom into this face here. Face light. Okay, no mask required. That's insane. Slim face. What? 100% slimmed face. Okay, I don't want to slim my face. I like my face. Eyes. Look at all these settings for eyes. Original. Blue? It did not just change the eye color perfectly. Iris visibility. That is nuts. Brown. Oh. Green. That's what I have. Gray. It's like my little girl. Yo, this is ridiculous. Iris flare. Oh, you can light the bottom of the iris. Enlarge eyes? I should just like make this my profile photo and see if anyone says anything. Why would I want to enlarge my eyes? Is that like a thing? Dark circles removed. That I would use. I got a lot of dark circles. Look at that. Boom, gone. Improve eyebrows. What's wrong with? Oh, it just darkens them up. What the heck is going on? This doesn't make any sense. This part, this is fun. The portrait section. It just says skin, amount. Oh, it just made me plastic. Let's go ahead and leave that. Shine removal. Oh, so if you're like one of those shiny, like wet looking people, gone. Skin defects removal. Looks like it removed nothing. I am very impressed with the portrait options and how easy it is to entirely change the way someone looks. I don't know, if you need those features and that's something that you're into, it's all here. It's all here. I mean, I think eye whitening, teeth whitening, removing redness, maybe if something's just like there's a little too much detail in skin, just softening out a little bit. I feel like these settings can be very dangerous. This is where photos start to look really not real. You can get into some trouble really sliding these things with your images just looking weird. But the iris flare, those things that I would want to do normally to just like make a photo look a little bit better, that's very impressive. Very impressive. So what do we got? Before, after, mostly the same. It's just like a little more high key. I didn't really change that much stuff besides the overall brightness of the photo. I'm a fan of this. If you're someone that likes to edit photos and you don't really want to go through all the tutorials and you don't want to dive in to learn all the ins and outs and nuances of photo editing in software that has been around forever and you just feel kind of intimidated by it, but you want to throw some style on your photos, you want to do a couple quick adjustments, but you don't want to be making masks and learning how to mask gradients and feather this and all those things that come with photo editing. If you're the kind of person that's I just want to make a photo look good fast, have a couple options at my disposal that'll just do everything for me that I can just post to social media, send to some friends, whatever, dude, this is for you. You're gonna love this. How easy everything is made is incredible. Now, that's not to say this software is not for professionals. If you are someone that does know how to edit, like myself, and you have been using other software, this is too primitive, you're not gonna like it. No, I would say this is a massive time saver. If you just need to throw a sky in, or you want to go through a portrait and fix all those things up super fast, this software is gonna work for you as well. Now, if you are a professional, they do offer this as a plugin as well for Photoshop and Lightroom, so you can use a lot of those features within the editor you might be already using and comfortable with regards to your workflow or however your storage works and backup, that sort of thing. That's a nice feature. But this particular, I don't know why I'm pointing at my laptop, Luminar, I feel like is a really good option if you just don't know much about photo editing and you want to be really good at it really fast. So is this the future of editing? Fake skies, slimming faces, changing eye color, being able to make all these adjustments so fast with no prerequisite required, no past experience required. How does that make you feel? As a photographer, what do you think of this software? Let me know below. Or are you one of the people that would say, this speeds workflow, time is money, I can get more done faster, not having to go through 100 steps, when that 100 steps can be reduced to 2 steps? Personally, I like it. I like having multiple tools to do multiple types of jobs. Sometimes one thing's easier in this software, sometimes it's easier in that software, but I like learning and I like knowing lots of ways to do the same thing. And having a resource like Luminar to be able to do some of these things fast, in my opinion, is just one more tool in the toolbox that makes me a better creative. Am I gonna use all the features in there? No, I'm not. But there are some things in there that I think work really well that I would use that do save me a ton of time. It's also just really, can we just talk about it? It's impressive. It's borderline scary in a good way. All right, everyone, you know what to do. The link is in the description below. Check out Luminar if you want to save yourself some money. You can enter code McKinnon15 at checkout. Bam, that's done. If you want to be a wizard in post with no skill, if you want to be a magician behind editing photos, if you want to slim your face, you know where the links are. Thank you to Luminar for sponsoring this video. You guys have done an incredible job with this software, and I'm very impressed and slightly terrified and a little bit concerned. If you like this video, hit the like button, smash it. If that's something that you're into, 2020 style. Almost done. It's almost over, folks. Don't worry, we're getting through it. We're almost there. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Whoa! Ah! Oh man, that was bad. That was catastrophic. That could have cost a lot of money right there. That was a monumental error. To the wall. Oh man, just look at me. Look, why am I turning off the screen as if it's the camera? Oh, it's hot. Feel how hot the screen is. It's because it's been going for an hour. I'm hungry.